Okay, I'm doing a little bit of a different setup that I think is going to work better for me because I totally stumbled in my last video, and that's the reason I didn't post it. Well, some of the reasons. And so I set it up at my mirror, and I'm going to try to do it this way instead. So yeah, there you go. This is still a new camera, just different setup, blah blah blah. I'm going to be recreating a MAC fall look that I found while googling makeup stuff, and it's really awesome. It's got this great smoky effect on the top of your eye area, and then this awesome green that it's just I love and fell in love with, and it's got this deep, really red, black lip. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do because I love that. And a couple of girls commented on it and said they loved it too, and here we go. So yeah, I'm going to do, well, these are the colors I have out. Whether I use them all or not, they're here anyway. Okay, I got All-Star Green, Zombie Girl, the original, Seuss Green that I just got. Thank you, Megan. Awesome, awesome. I love them. I got 8 Mile, Paris Bean, Stuntin, and hold on. This is either Ariel or Seuss Red, and it is definitely Ariel. Love that girl. Okay. So yeah, these are the colors that I have so far, and I did this look last night and didn't record it because I just wanted to make sure that I could actually do it and not look like a fool. So yeah, these are the colors I used, and what I'm going to do first is prime the lid, and I've already got my foundation on. I've got the dust primer with some just cheapo SPF lotion. I've got the highlighter, which I friggin' love, the badass highlighter, and I also have my mineral makeup, Simply Minerals. Yeah, that's. So, I'm not going to do anything tonight except for help chaperone the very first sleepover that my little girl and my best friend's little boy have. They're 6 and 5. And I get to help my best friend chaperone because she volunteered to host. So, I'm just going over there. So I'm not going to waste my face glue on her. So I'm just going to use this Rimmel cream liner, or not liner, but shadow. It's like a limey green, and I'm just doing that on the lid part here, just because I want to make that green really pop. And if you're wondering what's going on with my lashes, I decided to curl them before I started my eye makeup, just to see if it would make a difference as to what they turn out like. I have really tiny lashes that grow in clumps, and so you can see all my little clumps, but I decided to curl them. They look pretty right now. I don't have anything on them yet, but they're curled and cute. Anyway, alright, I'm going to start with the All-Star Green, and I'm going to use like a flat brush. Actually I'm going to use my little fave, my little one, and I'm going to be placing this like in the middle of my eye on the lid, and I'm just going to make like a little circle, and I'm just going to just a little bit outside my iris, and then over right there. We're gonna be basing most of the green color right there, and I want to take it. I mean, I have kind of big lids, I guess. I don't know, whatever. But I'm gonna take it a little bit into the crease just because I want that green to stand out a lot. Even when my eyes open, you can't really see a bunch of my lid. I want to bring that up into that. I'm going to do that on both sides. And I'm just patting it on there, placing it where I want. And I'm actually going to be doing a few colors on top of this to get the effect that I want. And I love doing that, and I do that all the time. That's why I use so many colors, because you can get so many effects just by layering on top. And this particular color is super uber sparkly, and it's more of like an olive color than the Zombie Girl, which is definitely like a neon color. Or, well, definitely not olive. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do first. Close up that pigment so I don't spill it all over the place. And then I'm going to get my Zombie Girl. And because this is a more shimmery based color rather than the 80s, which is, or not the 80s, the All-Star, because you can, I don't know if you can see if that's super sparkly, but it really is. And well, this is more shimmery, and this is it makes it great for blending. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just pat that on this, just over the top, and I'm just patting, blending those two together, and just making that color really, really rich and green and very rock star. And you can tell I'm not going on into the corner, and I'm not really going to the outside corner either, because we're going to bring in more of the deep smoky tones in that area, because this is definitely going to end up being a very dramatic smoky eye. And we're going to start that off with a little bit of Stuntin. And I'm going to use this tiny, like, little pencil sort of brush. It's pretty dense and firm, and it's good for shading. And I'm just going to pat this on just around the outside where I put that green on the top. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to totally blend this out. This is just going to be like a guideline of sorts. And then you can fill in that out with the same brush. You just want to smoke it out a little bit. And I'm taking it down into the corner, but using pretty broad strokes because I want this to be smoky, but I don't want the black to be the main event. This is just to help as a guideline and just to enrich the 8 Mile we're going to put on in a minute. And again, I'm just going to blend that out. And into the crease there. Bring that inside the corner. And I know most looks have your highlight color in the brow area, and this look does have a little bit of that, and in fact that's what I'm going to do next. But I loved this look because it did this dark all the way up to the brow and like encasing the brow, like you don't even notice the brow. And I'm loving that because my eyebrows are like super gross right now. Super gross. Okay. You can tell there it is. We've blended a lot of that sparkle that makes Stuntin amazing out of it, and it probably would have been more. I would have probably been more beneficial to use something like Toothache, just a pure matte black, but I just don't have any because I'm addicted to glitter. So I used that and I just blended that out. I just really took that color and took it to the ends of the world over here. And that's exactly what I want you to do too. Yeah, and I'm just using this little pencil. Alright. Now we're going to do a little bit of Paris Paint. And when I say a little bit of Paris Paint, I mean that in the strongest sense. I ended up doing this look last night to try to make sure I could foolproof it for you guys. And when I tried the Paris Paint to make the look just a little richer, and I ended up using way too much. Like it's so easy, it goes so far that I always forget when I use this because it's not one of the colors that I usually use. I mean, it's neutral. What can I say? I don't use that much. Anyway, when I used it last night, I used too much. So let's hope that I don't use too much now. And I've just did like some swirls on my lid and a bunch of tapping, but you can see Paris Paint just like sticks like glue. Alright, I'm gonna take that just here on the inside of my brow, just to give it a little sheen and to help shape my brow because my brows are terrible, like I said. But see, even just with that tone, again, it sort of disguises my crazy nasty brows. I love it. So that's what we're just gonna do. And again, it's just gonna be right in there. Oh my god. The dogs have to pick this moment to get crazy. Hold on just a second.